Welcome back, my friends. Okay, are you thinking about building a new home in Central Ohio? If you are, you have to watch this video. Watch. It's going to talk about the builder upgrades in Columbus that can look amazing and in the model home as well as at the design center. But here are what most buyers don't realize. The appraisers usually don't give you full credit for many of those builder upgrades. So keep this in mind. And in today's Central Ohio market, it's easy to spend tens or even thousands on builder upgrades that barely move the needle when it comes to time for you to resell your home. So in this video, I'm going to break it down into two parts. First, the upgrades that usually aren't worth it. And then when you look at the appraised value and resale, you're going to wonder, why? What was I thinking when I did those? Then I'll share you the upgrades that are actually making sense if you care about the long-term value and marketability of your home. And in case you didn't know, hey, I am Annette Marble, your favorite Key Realty agent in and around Central Ohio, and Mo's back there somewhere. All right, I'm going to jump right in. Let's get started. The number one on my list is premium floor packaging. All right, in many new communities around Columbus, builders are offering multi-floor levels at the design center. Everything from upgraded carpet, upgraded padding, luxury planks, and engineered hardwood. All right, the issue is the markup. Builder flooring packages are often priced much higher than what you'd pay to have someone come and install it. Similar materials after you've closed. All right, I get it. It would be so much easier to have the builder do it versus moving and then having to do it yourself, hiring a contractor, Yep, it's all fun and games. Not fun and games when it comes to that. But from an appraisal standpoint, flooring isn't usually evaluated based on condition and overall quality, not the specific levels. All right, packaging you choose. So for a level 4 flooring upgrade doesn't necessarily appraise higher than a level 2 if both are very similar in their condition. In Central Ohio, hardwood flooring tends to return a good portion of its cost, but not necessarily what you paid for it at the design center. Remember that cost doesn't always equal value. Always remember that when you're purchasing something for your home, especially once you finance it into a 30-year mortgage. That's the key word. Many buyers find that installing comparable flooring after closing costs less and gives you more control over the style and the quality. So unless the builder is covering it with incentives, premium floor packagings are often more about moving into the aesthetics than long-term value. All right, next up, the smart home bundles. Remember that one. A lot of new construction homes in Columbus often come with the smart thermostat, doorbell, cameras, lighting systems, and security packages. And while smart features are popular, technology changes like that. So the issue for the builder package is that they're often tied to a specific vendor or subscription system. That means you're paying a premium for a tech that could feel, outdated, or it completely be outdated or obsolete in years. Most buyers often expect some level of smart home capability, but they're usually just as happy with the systems being installed after closing, especially they can customize that themselves. Okay, installing smart devices on your own after you move in typically cost less, and it keeps you flexible on your technology, how everything involves. All right, after upgrading, to be careful with any kind of media rooms or anything like that. In the higher end homes around Central Ohio, media rooms can make a lot of sense, but most entry level and mid-range price points, buyers tend to prefer flexibility spaces. So you have to keep that in mind. A room designed only as a darker enclosed theater can actually limit resale appeal. Future buyers may want a home office, a guest room, a playroom, or a gym. So keep that in mind. A lot of builders offer flex spaces that can serve multiple purposes, and it tends to attract a lot wider range of buyers. All right, unless you're in a higher price bracket where media rooms are expected, it's usually smarter to keep that space a little bit versatile so you can make a quick change. But there the next up, we are going to do heavy trim packages and specialty ceiling upgrades. All right, things like coffered ceilings, extension, crown molding, and decorative beam packages are impressive, but they're often expensive. Upgrades with minimal appraisal impact. Appraisers in Columbus market focus more on your layout, your square footage, the condition, functional features. Decorative ceiling details usually don't add significant value unless you're in the luxury segment. All right, there's also a style factor. What looks trendy today may feel outdated to buyers 10 years from now. So you're always in that little cycle. All right, a single accent feature in a main room or primary suite can make sense, but full house trim upgrades are often more than what they are going to be worth when you go to sell that home. All right, now let's talk about that upgrade that actually holds their values in the Columbus area. All right, first off is your lot placement. All right, this is one of the few upgrades that can create real long-term value because you can't change it later. No siree. All right, in many Central Ohio communities, lots, they are backed up to either green space, woods, walking paths. They tend to have a common, stronger resale prices. Cul-de-sacs, lots. Those also are popular, especially with buyers looking for less traffic, a little bit more privacy. Corner lots can go either way. All right, it's more of like a mixed handbag. Some buyers like the extra space while others love it that they don't have additional traffic or maintenance. So always keep that in mind that they don't love it. They don't love that additional traffic. But in general, it's the location is permanent, and it often matters just as much as the house itself. So when you're picking that lot, pick wisely. All right, another strong upgrade is the garage space. In Central Ohio, storage and parking matter. With Ohio winters, most buyers love having room to keep cars inside, along with the tools, bikes, and seasonal items. Boy, yeah, your garage can come compact. A 3-car garage tends to have the strongest resale appeal than a cosmetic interior upgrades. It also is extremely expensive to add on after construction since it involves foundation work, framing, and utilities. So go for that third bay. All right, if the budget allows garage space, it is usually a functional upgrade that holds real value. This is an option I tell everybody opt in for. Don't forget that. All right, let's move on to the electrical and EV pre-wiring is smart move. It is. Adding extra outlets for future wiring or an EV charger line during construction is relatively inexpensive, but adding these can add features to your home that the finishes just can't do, and the cost is more disruptive. All right, with electrical vehicles becoming more common, pre-wiring for a charger can make your home more attractive to those future buyers. Even a little simple upgrade like an additional ceiling fan or outdoor lighting or network wiring is easier and cheaper to do during the new build. All right, now let's talk about the builder incentives and those hidden costs. In today's Columbus area new construction markets, many builders aren't lowering base prices. Instead, they're offering incentives like interest rate buy downs, design center credits, or closing cost assistance. But there's always a but. There's a catch. Design center upgrades are usually rolled right into your mortgage. So that means a $20,000 upgrade, it just doesn't cost you $20,000. It adds to your monthly payment for the next 30 years. All right, you want to play $2,500 for a refrigerator? That's going to go right into your 30-year mortgage. So keep that in mind. At the end of the day, what really drives resale values in the Columbus, Ohio market is functionality. Yeah, believe it or not, functionality. Appraisers focus on layout, square footage, bedroom and bathroom count, and overall condition. Buyers usually filter their home searches by those features first, long before they notice, what level flooring or trim package they chose. All right, if you're thinking about building or buying a new construction anywhere here in Columbus or Central Ohio area, I want to discuss which upgrades actually make sense. What actually is going to make your day and make my team that we understand, and we do this every day. So we're here to help you. Reach out anytime, and we'll help you make that smart choice and protect your budget along the way and your long-term resale value. And if you want to learn more about the Columbus area, make sure you check out our next videos. We have them coming a couple times a week, so please don't forget to check back. And please, I know I'm begging, like and subscribe to my channel and hit that bell for notifications. And don't forget, we're always in and around Central Ohio, and we're keeping it real here in real estate with Annette Marble and Associates.